Sana Adonai Sani Mukhara la Hara Dala Haran Suda where I had a shish like it well, had also I'm laughing because my angel says shalala. You know, there is the song shalala that when you say shalala, you the what do you call that? They smack their cheek of their ass. So that's the little thing is making fun of me. So anyway, idols and altars. What is idols and altars? Idols is there's many things about this. Like I said, idols is those who it's Adonai Asi, but I'll talk to you about the it's Adonai Asi's thing, you know. Adonai Asi's thing about these idols because it's we have things to do. We have our own thing, and mine is to describe or to tell you the truth of what's the meaning or the interpretation of these things. You know, so I'll just talk to you about that. Do not make any gods to be alongside me. Do not make yourselves gods of silver, gods of gold. You know, I'll talk to you. This is about idols and altars. But there's, like I said, there's another meaning to that, which is the Adonai C has his, you know, because it's split. Like I said, when I share the spirits, when I share the spirits, it was for us supposedly 22, you know, should have been even before 22 years ago, should been 12 years ago, because 22 years ago I brought forth my you know, SUN, you call this SUN, and the realm. So I have not bear a child in this flesh. For it says, blessed are those that have not bore children. You know, women? Why women? It's blessed those who have not bore children, because we are not we don't have to worry when the time of the coming. You know, the time of the coming, because you will carry your child with you, along with you. You know, and it's my vows of chastity. Those who was in the cross with me was they have their vows of chastity. You know, that in this end we won't and will not, but depending on what they have been working for, you know, but they have been working for those who have choose. But I have my vows of chastity, which is not to get pregnant until the, you know, the ceremony, you know, women. That's about after, like I said, at the judgment. You know, because when you see judgment, that is the killing dreadful day. You know, like they're gonna be dragged into the edge, and then they will be pushed to the place where they, you know, where they wanted to be. You know, when I said they wanted to be, because they are those who are like the pastors, you know. Like I said, it's them that make themselves an idols, make themselves an altars. You know, they should not make any gods to be alongside me. What is alongside them? Bible. You know, Bible, which is they haven't got the spirit of pattern. Yet they have made them all themselves of their own silver and their selves of golds. Why I say this, they make themselves of silver and golds, because Father is golds. I am silvers. You know, I am silvers. When you see silvers, women, it is the king. You know, it is the king. Pure, pure, pure. One that hasn't yet touched the inmates of the worlds. And those upon with them, Gabriel, Michael, I say it that way because it should have been like that, Michael. Michael. Because he is Kemi. Women? Do not make yourselves gods of silver, of gods of golds. I said, Keme, when you see Keme, they are they brought forth their own, example of Adan or Adam. In where I am, in the language where I am, it's called Adan, Eden. So, that means have to be brought forth. Like a symbol of Adam, Adam, you call Adam. In different languages, different pronunciations, So, other lingo, they call Adam, they call Adam, they call Adan, they call Adan. Many. Just like in different, like I said, different languages, different calling, different, names. It's names that you call women, not what they call like to become Anna, to become like that. No, it isn't like that. It isn't like that. So, a symbol of Adam when my flesh was taken out Adam. You see flesh, a seed. A seed, which is it was her, a mother of all living, that hasn't touched the inmates of the worlds. When you say inmates of the worlds, she did not come from Vagine. She did not come out of vaginas. And say it this way because, it's, she did not come out from vaginas, so, so she was born without sin. Born without sin. The woman who is born without sin that they have been calling Mary is born with sin. Why she was born with sin? She come out from vagina. This is the reason why I had to die reversal to my church. CHRIST. Because of what she been making to the word. Like Muhammad, when Michael showed up to him, he calls him Gabriel. See? This is why, because when the spirits are all one to the other, we become one to the other, we keep transgressing from one to the other because of this calling of the worlds. Why? We are, we are frequent, which is numbers. Women? And this is why Eve, you called her Eve, she called him or her Eve when she was Ave. E-V-I. 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 Because those times was E-V-I. I was Avi in the spirit realms. E-V-E. You understand? I was E-V-E in the spirit realms, which is A, apple, V, victory, E, eagle, wing. Avi. Eagle wing is what you call the pigeons. While Avi is means Av, lion. But she called her Eve, E-V-E. E, Eden, V, vigorous, E, evening. E, evening. You You won't understand this because you won't believe it. But this is this is what is written in my book, Abakashic, Book of Life, we say Book of Akashi. And women, this is why idols and altars is, do not make any gods to be alongside me, and do not make for yourselves gods of silver or gods of gold. These pastors, they are those that they are making themselves the gods of silver and gods of gold. Why? They are standing alongside me, B-I-B-L-E, holding me, B-I-B-L-E. Why? I have taken Father's spares into it, and I become the walking book. Because in the beginning, we were I told you in other records that the BIBLE should have been put inside of a crystal box and not being touched of the enmities of the earth. What is the enmities of the earth? Another enmities of the earth is hands. Why I said in the other record, they should not have translated it so that there would be not many would be led astray. There would not be many lead astray. Why? Because the word, you only take them as just as how you understand them. When it is a double-edged word. When you say double-edged words, it is in the beginning 7. Until I become, first, that was when I was al stake, burnt alive, 7. The second was feed to the lions, another 7. Under the second, another 7. What is the other second? On the Christ. And in this end, Jesus, meaning Aki. So, 4, 7. You understand? 7, 7, 7, I am 7. July. Ilo. Understand, many women? Ilo also means of gods and goddesses. Understand? Gods and goddesses. Until it made short and short and short, the world make it. One word, one God, G-O-D. So this is those who are translating the word that comes to you, prophesying. They are those who are making themselves gods of silver and gods of gold. Because I am gods of gold. He is gods of silver. That too is father and mater. Father and mater. You understand this, women? Gods of silver and golds, because in the beginning there were only gods. Mudhara ko sumunod ko hulay ka hulanat hana at ulay sa hugrana at hana the poet and the wisdom. The poet and the wisdom, which is mother and pater. Philosophy. Philosophy. Mater is philosopher. Father is also a teacher. And then, when the cycle, when I cycle, mom becomes a teacher, and dad becomes wisdom. And then I cycle again. That, like the yin yang, one head up, one head down. You understand this? It's like trading, THREADING, making making clothing. You understand this, women? Making clothing. That is why it's passing of the thrones. When you say passing of the thrones, the names. You understand this, woman? That is why in this end, we have 4 hearts. Why 4 hearts? Spirit, flesh, souls, and. Spirit, flesh, souls, and. What is the other one, women? What is the other one? Thy guide, women. Thy guide. Ruby, which is ruby, emerald, gold, and silver. You understand? Ruby, emerald, gold, and silver. Emerald. Emerald, you call the stones. You know? You understand that, women? Ruby, golds, and silvers, and I am emerald. Guide. Because that is what these preachers does, women. They make their own selves of their own gods and silver of gods. When they have no idea what they're talking about. Making themselves gods alongside with me. Bible. When it should have been put inside of the crystal box, not being touched. But look what they've been doing. Been putting dead inside of the crystal instead of the book. Should have been like that. I said this in the other record. You know? So that's all I'm going to say for now. Do not make for yourselves gods of silver, gods of gold. For you are no gods to stand alongside me, preachers. Worldly world. Should have been our job not to lead the humanity astray. But because you think you knew it all, look what you did. Not just of the world, but everyone's that have been following you. When I reverse to my CHRIST, everyone else's too have reversed, for the two is my spirits. In the beginning, before the world began. Begin, you say begin. For I am a deity, a giver of life, under the tree, where mom placed me because I was having Messiah. You know? Why she placed me under the tree? Because I was having Messiah. Menstruations. You know? Do you know that the female dogs do this too? That when they reaches their time of menstrual periods, they go under your beds. You get that? That is why mother placed me under the tree until father's son. Because I was having tantrum. You know, when women is cramping, having their messiahs, they are getting their tantrum. You know, this is why I'm temperamental on my Christ. Why, women? Spiritually, I was having menstruation. That is why too I cursed the fig tree. Why? For what reason? I was having messiahs, women. You know? And this is why I am temperamental every time I have and getting into time of my messiahs. Why I drink vinegar in this flesh to lower or to cleanse my blood not going to my head. You know? Because I'm just angry for no reason, just like everyone else's. You know? But me, when I am, you know, women, when women is a week before their menstruation or messiahs, you know, a week before their menstruations, they become temperamental. I'm worse than that, women. I'm worse than that. You know? Because it's just pains everywhere. Wala sa ura, wala sa ura, wala sa ura, wala.